There's few things more exciting in life than installing Windows on a system. Okay, I'm lying. It's actually probably right up there with watching paint dry in terms of excitement levels. And actually, it's kind of interesting because I think CompTIA agrees with me, because if you look at the CompTIA A+ objectives, you'll notice that CompTIA isn't too terribly interested in the actual installation process itself. What they're more interested in, and I agree completely, are the steps necessary before you install and after the installation takes place. So what CompTIA has done is they've created 9 discrete steps in the installation process. Now what I want to do is run through these really, really quick. First of all, there's identify hardware requirements. Every version of Windows has a minimum hardware requirement in order to install that version of Windows on it. You need to know them. Number 2 is verify hardware and software compatibility. Lots of people, I got some cool video card or some cool program. If I'm going to be installing Windows, I'd like to know ahead of time what programs are going to work with it and what hardware is going to work with it. Number 3 is decide whether to perform a clean installation or an upgrade. A clean installation means you just start from scratch, whereas an upgrade means you've already got an established copy of Windows and you're going to install basically on top of it. Number 4 is determine how to back up and restore existing data if necessary. In other words, in some situations, you're going to want to back up all your stuff before you wipe out everything and put a new clean install, is really what they're talking about. Number 5 is select an installation method. There's a good chance you've probably installed Windows and there's always that installation CD. Well, CompTIA wants you to understand there's a number of other ways to do it. We'll get all into those in just a moment. Number 6 is determine how to partition the hard drive and what file system to use. Can I say NTFS? Yes, I can. Number 7 is determine your computer's network role. Basically, all they're looking for there is it in a domain or is it in a work group. Number 8 is decide on your computer's language and locale settings. Do you want to be English, or do you want to use Deutsches Marks or $signs, that type of stuff. And then number 9 is plan for post-installation tasks. There's a lot of things you have to do after Windows is installed before you're actually completed with the project. So what we're going to do now is let's run through these 9 steps, and let's start off with hardware requirements. Basically, you need to know the hardware requirements for Windows 2000. Now these are the minimum requirements, okay? So this is hardware requirements for Windows 2000. These are the hardware requirements for XP. And these are the requirements for Vista. And folks, you got to memorize this stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's important that you get this down. You're going to have questions on the A+ that are going to ask you the minimum amount of RAM necessary to install Vista, for example. So you have to know it. So to help you, what I thought I would do is I could come up with a song. She packed my discs last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I think I'm going to be installing discs like a kite by then. And I think it's going to be... Sorry. No, that's
I'm
quite
just
too
saying,
silly.
brother, read
Listen,
me stuff.
I was trying to come up with a good song, and well, I'm a William Shatner fan, and that's about the best I could come up with, and it doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Bad idea. What you're going to have to do is memorize the hardware requirements for Windows 2000, XP, and Vista. I wish I had a more creative way to do it, but sit there and pound it out. Good luck.
I'm just talking here.